Well, Quinshon Judkins had a standout career in the backfield for both Ole Miss and Ohio State. Coming out of Pike Road High School, he was highly touted, known for his strength and ability to break through opposing lines. After earning 2 first-team All-SEC honors with the Rebels, he took his talents to The Ohio State University for his final season. That's where he finished his college career with the 3rd most rushing yards in FBS since the 2022 season. He had over 3,700. Judkins, the only FBS player with 15 or more touchdowns in each of the last 3 seasons. And trust me when I say I know a team that could use a running back out in Dallas. He takes a national title and his lifelong dream to get to the NFL draft, where he hopes to hear his name called, just like he dreamed about winning a state championship all those years ago. We got a flashback for you. Take a listen.
It would mean a lot getting the state championship. You know, ever since I've been here, I've been working hard, giving my all to each and every one of these guys on the team, and they've been doing the exact same for me, so it would mean a lot to me. Everybody did their job. We've been working hard since we got here at the beginning of summer, so it'll all pay off, all the hard work we've done.
Joining us now is former Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins. Come on, Q. You knew I had to bring up some old video of you from back in your Alabama days. We're, of course, doing this interview courtesy of Old Spice, which we'll come back to in a minute. But, Q, when you go back and you hear the tape, that was from August of 2021. Where does that take you back to?
That is crazy. I've seen that. I don't even remember doing that. And just seeing it again, like, it shows you all the things that you go through your journey, and just so appreciative for where I am now.
It is not so long ago that we were standing out on that field and practicing those interviews to get you where you are today. And so here we are, 2 days out from the NFL draft. Talk to us. How are you feeling, and what are you hearing from some of those NFL teams?
And this process has been awesome. I'm here today partnering with Old Spice, and, you know, they're keeping me at my freshest for this draft process. But as far as the NFL experience and the things that I've done with teams, the meetings, the visits, everything has been great.
You know, we've been doing these draft conversations for what feels like months at this point. We have broken down the tape. We have heard from you guys at the Combine. Why should a team take a chance on Quinshon Judkins in the draft this weekend?
Just a great all-around player, home run hitter, ability to catch out the backfield, speed, elusiveness, vision, power, got grit, passion, things you can't coach, and all of those things translate. And I've played in many different schemes, played in pro-style offense, RPO offense, and had success in both of those, being the workhorse guy and also being able to split carries and have the same amount of production. So I think my game, when you watch the tape, speaks for itself.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that because you made the decision to go to Ohio State, where you lined up next to TreVeyon Henderson, and a lot of people, you know, from the media side of this were like, why is he leaving Ole Miss? He's a great guy. He's got a great situation in the SEC. What went into the decision for you to make that transition to Ohio State and to play next to a guy like TreVeyon Henderson?
I think that's what speaks volume about the player going to a situation where you're not being selfless and you're putting your goals first, which was to win a national championship. And then it ended up working out in our favor. So definitely grateful.
What was it like winning that national championship? Because I know your journey and I know what you've been through to get to that point. Just take us back to that moment when you guys won the title.
It was surreal. You see the clock go to 0. You see the confetti fall down, everybody screaming, people are crying. It's just such a surreal moment, and everything that you did for that moment to finally pay off, you're just super grateful, like I said, and just thankful for all the things that you've been through.
Our producer, Brian Tully, also a big Ohio State fan. He was at that game doing confetti snow angels out in the stands or out on the field with you guys. So it was certainly a big moment for all of us. I kind of want to go back and talk about TreVeyon. You guys both set to get drafted around the same time. Do you have any competition between the two of you of who's going to go first, or what do those conversations look like as you both prepare for this next chapter?
No, me and TreVeyon are just two selfless guys who just have friendly competition on the field and push each other to be our best day in and day out. But off the field, man, we're the closest guys. You would never think that we played in the same locker room because we want what's best for each other, truly. And just the relationship that we have off the field, I think it translates into the on-field things that we do and how we work so well together.
When you talk about another teammate you had in Jeremiah Smith, just absolutely lit the world on fire. I think if he was eligible for the draft this year, a lot of people have said that he would go #1. When you first saw him suit up for camp, because this was new for you as well, what were your first impressions of Smith as you even take a look here at some of his excellent highlights he had as a freshman?
Yeah, definitely. I would say he stands out, just like a lot of great freshmen that we have at Ohio State. There's a lot of great guys who do a lot of great things at an early age, and just me having, I'll say for myself, the freshman year I had, and just understanding like that stuff is not easy. So for him to go do what he did, it speaks truly about how he plays the game.
Did you give him any advice? Because you mentioned your freshman year and all the great things that you did at Ole Miss. What did you talk to him about as he was making that transition?
I think just really being a great leader in the locker room, with the on-field things, it has to translate to the locker room and who you are as a player, how you inspire others. So just leading the right way. And if you need any advice, a guy that you can go to.
I want to talk to you about the transfer portal because we have seen so many changes just even in the time that you entered the transfer portal to now. What advice would you give players who are maybe weighing a decision to go in the transfer portal or players who have entered in? Just what's that situation like?
I feel like in today's world, transfer portal is definitely changing. But if I had to give any advice to any players, it would be to go to a school for the right reasons, not for the NIL and those things that won't put you in a great situation as far as the future. And just make the right decision for yourself and just really put yourself in a great situation and do it for the right reasons.
Well, it certainly put you in the right place for what you needed to do and win a national championship. Q, I am so proud of you. Before we let you go, I want to ask you about your work with Old Spice. Just tell us a little bit more about your partnership with them.
Yeah, definitely excited. One of my favorite things about Old Spice is they have this partnership where they have a mentorship called Swagger Program. And it's one of those things I really find pretty special because I've always had mentors in my life and people that have inspired me to, go and pursue my dreams and work hard every day. So definitely love that about them.
Well, Quinshon Judkins, we certainly appreciate the time. I certainly appreciate getting to talk to you after all of those years. It's been 4 since I've seen you, my guy, but I am so incredibly proud of you. Good luck this week.
Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Taking a look at the upcoming NFL draft dates and times. Here's what we got just 2 days out from that first round getting underway on Thursday, April 24th, with the activities beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern. Then on Friday, we get rounds 2 through 3 at 7, and we wrap this whole thing up on Saturday beginning at noon Eastern. And if you want to get caught up on the latest, maybe a scouting report on our guy, Quinshon Judkins, make sure you check out With the First Pick podcast. Our Ryan Wilson and the crew have been working so hard year-round to get you ready for this exact moment. You can scan that QR code on your screen or listen in wherever you get your podcasts.